Hello and welcome to all the participants back to this new fresh module of Millennial Growth Blueprint. Today in this module, we are going to talk about the 7 tips to take control over your career. If you have aspirations inside of yourself to take your career to the next level, follow these simple 7 tips that is actually going to help you create an impact not only in your working culture or the working profession you are into right now, but at the same time is going to take you places where you have set your eyes up to. Now, you have to be very vigilant about these 7 tips because there might be challenges that could come up on your way while you practice it, but always remember being persistent and always committing yourself to the desired goal that you want to achieve will actually take you to places. And that is where our first point comes into picture, to have a very clear understanding of your career goal. Try to demark yourself as to where you want to go or where you would want to see yourself in the near future, in the career aspect for that matter. Where do you see yourself growing or attaining the position in the next maybe 5 years, maybe down the line 10 years? Because if you want to achieve something and you would want to work for it, it is very important for you to have a set tangible goal towards it. Once you set your eyes onto a destination, you'll automatically see yourself finding out ways to go closer to achieving that destination. So first point is to actually clear out the goal that you aspire to achieve. So clearly demarking out the goal of your career is one of the biggest aspects that is going to help you take control over your career and your career growth. Second part is actually about having an honest conversation with your supervisor. Well, let's consider one fact upfront, that your supervisor is no Superman, and you have to communicate your ideas and thoughts to them before you actually start to see results. Because unless and until you speak up for yourself, they won't get to understand what you actually want to do. So there might be projects that you would want to handle, or there might be challenges that you would want to take up and prove yourself on those front. But at the same time, if you don't convey your thoughts, your ideas, your trajectory of where you want to go, it's very difficult for anyone to understand it. Hence, communicate with your supervisors, be it the annual review meeting, be it some weekly review meetings, or take up some quality time with your supervisor. Share your ideas, how you would want to achieve your career goal in that front is actually very much preferred, and which is very much important for you if you want to take that next big growth. Now, the third point is very much required by anyone of any career. All these tips are actually created in such a way that it works out throughout any industry or any specialization. So that is the beauty of these tips. And the third tips also falls under this category, which is actually to take an action. Once you start to receive feedback from your supervisor or feedback from your partners or peers with whom you are working, start to work on them. Start to create an action plan as to mitigating any challenges that you face while you are trying to achieve a desired result. Once you start to take action and start to work on those feedback, this creates a very rugged feedback loop, wherein once you get a feedback, you take action and then you convert that feedback into a feed forward. And once you create those feed forward and you get another feedback, you again take action to create a streamlined format. And once this starts to churn up, you'll see automatically your working capabilities, your capacity to do a lot of typical tasks also gets increased. And it would be just a matter of time that you'll see yourself growing closer to the career goal that you have set for yourself. So third point is actually about taking action. Now, fourth is a very crucial aspect again. It is about asking for opportunity. Now, there might be a lot of times that there could be one off challenge that might pop up in the entire project. Or there could be some new project with some very different challenges that you are dying to take up. Go and communicate. Ask for those opportunities, because history will always remember those people who have taken the first step towards it. No matter if you are facing any challenges after taking it, because once you start to take things out of your comfort zone, you are actually going to make that required much required, desired changes in yourself, in your working capacity, once you start to take up things out of your comfort zone. So ask for opportunities, ask for that one new project, ask for that one typical challenge to be solved from your end, which is actually going to make a difference for you and will help you to grow your career marginally. So this was the fourth point. The fifth point, and again is a much more important point, is to actually choose to be a perpetual learner and continuously educate yourself. Now, why is it important to educate yourself and learn and be a perpetual learner? Well, it is right now a buzzword to say that I'm always a learner, I'm always being comprehending new thoughts and new concepts and new ideas. Does that mean that you have to go to conventional schools to attain new education? Well, no. Instead, you can take up resources actually aligning to your career from anywhere, online, offline. Refer to books, refer to modules available online like this one that you are taking right now. Is actually going to help you that add that much required value in your own work. And once you start to incorporate these ideas, these new learnings into your daily habit and daily practices, you're surely going to see some astonishing results. And that is when you would understand that how fast you are growing yourself and your career to the point where you have set your epitome of success. So that is what the fifth point is all about. Now, sixth point is again very much required by anyone at any given point of time in an organization, that is to network. It is very important for any one of us to network because fundamentally we humans are social beings, and it is very much important to talk to others, to share ideas, to communicate your thoughts, because once you start to do it, you will get an analysis of not only what your thoughts are popping up about a specific given topic, but also understand and comprehend what other people think about the similar topic. Maybe you are facing some very typical challenge inside a project that you're working into. But suddenly, once you start to network with people, you might find out solutions from the people, as well as many a time you might not know. The person sitting right next to you could be an expert to solve those kind of problems. So take help of them. And that is how networking will help you. In fact, if you are a person who's starting off with their own ventures or who are entrepreneurs in themselves, they might find networking to be one of the fundamental requirements to start to get noticed, for that matter. And that is where networking is very, very much important, to talk to people, to share ideas, to share thoughts, to share concepts, and talking about these ideas will actually take you forward, will actually make that extra step towards the next step, towards your growth in the professional aspect. And finally, the seventh one is something that everyone should always consider at a certain level, that if a shoe is not fitting you, leave it and move on. Always understand that it is not required by you to be fitting all the shoes or all the roles inside of an organization. Hence, you should understand where your core competencies lie, as well as understand where you are not that strong. And once you have an understanding and clear-cut demarcation there, you can actually move on from the things that are not really meant for you. Hence, that is how you are going to filter out the things that is fundamentally taking a lot of your time, but at the same time not adding up to your personal growth in your career. Hence, you should be very much agile in understanding where your core competencies lie and where you can grow yourself up. I hope you had a great learning. I had a great time understanding and comprehending these topics myself. Believe me, I am myself incorporating these tips in my life as well, and it is actually helping me out. So I hope you had a great time learning. I had a great time sharing these concepts with you. Talk to you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now.